Hey YouTube, I'm back. For those of you guys who just saw my last video, basically, like I said, after this review, I really don't know what the future holds. After this video, I really don't know what my future from YouTube will be. I'm going to take another 1 week sabbatical, guys. After this vid, I'm going to take a 1 week sabbatical like I did a few months ago. I know I did a 3-day sabbatical, but that was shit. I'm going to do a 1 week sabbatical. 1 week. Next Saturday, that'll be my next vid. I really need a break from YouTube again. I mean, I thought I really needed one a few months ago. It helped a lot. So I'm going to take another one. Maybe this will help again. I know this won't take away this thing I'm having for YouTube. It will just numb it. It's like taking a pill instead of, you're in pain and you take a pill. Let's say you need physical therapy to get better. Some people just keep themselves with medication that numbs the pain but doesn't make it go away. You do physical therapy, boom, it's out. I'm not ready to do physical therapy. I'm sticking with numbing the pain for a little while. Maybe in a few months down the road when I get really upset again, maybe I'll go for the physical therapy, which could be a month, 2 months. We'll see what the future holds for us. Let's get to Star Trek. Alright, I went to the movies today, I saw Star Trek, and I thought, okay, let's try this. My dad and my brother said, okay, we're gonna go to the movies, would you like to come? And I'm like, okay, sure, what do you guys want to see? And they said, Star Trek. I'm like, Star Trek? Really? Because I'd seen the previews, and the previews made it look ultra complicated. I'd never seen Star Trek before in my life, so I'm like, I really don't want to see that. I was looking on various websites for, like, hey, we can see The Soloist, which I've wanted to see for a while now. They had previews for The Soloist, I kid you not, in July of last year, I think. So yeah, I really want to see The Soloist. We could have seen State of Play, which I really wanted to see. I really wanted to see State of Play. We could have seen, what was the other one I saw? X-Men Origins from Wolverine, even though I heard that wasn't that good. But still, I would still like to see it. Really didn't want to see Star Trek. And on the way there, I'm like, okay, don't be pessimistic. What's it going to do? They're obviously still going to watch Star Trek no matter what. You might as well just hope for the best and enjoy it. I went in there trying to enjoy it, and I came out satisfied. Yeah, I liked the movie. I thought it was very good. I did find some tweaks to it. One, if you've never seen an episode of Star Trek before, this movie will help you kind of understand the story of Star Trek, but it's also confusing at points. Look, if you don't want to see any spoilers, I'll tell you right now. I'm not gonna talk about the. Look, if you don't want to hear what I'm gonna say right now, I'm not gonna talk about the plot. I promise I won't. Boom. Then, but if you still think I might give away too much, turn off the video right now. Now, a little later down the line in this video, I will talk about the plot, and that's when you can turn it off if you really don't want to hear. I won't say the plot whole, but it's a pieces. Here's my problem with it. Problems with the movie. Okay, some good stuff. Okay, I think it was pretty cool. I like how they used they try to keep alive the characters. You know, it was good, but it had tweaks. Okay, my major tweak. This movie was. Can't be sure, but I'm pretty sure the movie was 2 hours and 6 minutes. I'm not gonna go on there; it'll take too long. So 2 hours and 6 minutes. Let's say 2 hours and 10 minutes. Yeah, it'll help my exclamate my point. The beginning, it had a 1 hour beginning, a 10-minute middle, and a 1 hour end. And really, to me, that is a huge problem. I'll explain why later down the video. But the middle is really where you see the character development, the monster character development. In my opinion, movies should be 30 minutes at the beginning, an hour in the middle, and 30 minutes at the end. And the end, you don't even need that much. I'd say 20, maybe even 15 minutes at the end. And then the middle, you could have added more time to the middle. To me, the middle is the most important part of the movie. Okay, you could have done that, 30, an hour, 30, and this is barely acceptable, but it's acceptable nonetheless. Give equal time for all three. If you're going to have a 3-hour movie, then you could have an hour beginning, an hour middle, an hour end, even though Most, like Lord of the Rings, that definitely did not have an hour beginning. It had like a 2.5 hour middle. But still, no matter what, do it either way you want, but please don't leave the middle hanging. The middle is the most important part of the movie. That's where the character development, where you have a conflict, and in order to fight that conflict, you have to fight the conflict, but you're not ready yet. And when your character develops, it can do it. It's like the cookie jar on top of the desk. You're 1 year old. Your goal is to get to the cookie jar. This is the beginning. You can't. So slowly, year by year, or I guess 20 minutes by 20 minutes, you grow, boom, and then you get your cookie jar, conflict solved. That's how a movie's supposed to be. In the middle, you go little by little. The protagonist grows to accomplish the goal, and then boom, he achieves it. In this one, it's like, here's the little kid, and then he had a 5 feet growth spurt during the summer. Sure, got it. Wrong. Also about the movie, they don't really explain the change of time. I remember you see one thing happen, and then you see another thing happen, and the other thing is like 10 years later, and they don't say 10 years later, and that's a huge problem. When you have Sylar, who plays Spock, when he's 5, and then you show him when he's 20, and you don't say 15 years later, that's a problem. You got to do that, and they did that throughout the whole movie. Mostly in the beginning, obviously, and it really bothered me. When Captain Kirk goes from the ages 10, what looked like to age 25, you gotta say 15 years later, because it's confusing. You gotta announce it. It gets confusing. Third, I've seen Heroes for so long that Sylar, he didn't really like, if you know the Spock story, this is not really a leak, but if you think it might be, in Heroes, he didn't really like his mom. His mom wanted him to be normal. He wanted to have ability. His mom wanted him to be extraordinary. His mom wanted him to be a bank teller. He said, I'm fine with being a watchmaker. She didn't obviously know he had powers. His dad had powers. And usually, Sylar, in my opinion, didn't like the mom. He killed the mom in the show. And in the movie, he Zachary Quinto or Spock loves his freaking mother. Absolutely loves her. And she's human. She's born in planet Earth when his dad was born on another planet, a Spock planet. Kind of like in Sylar and Heroes. His dad had a special ability that his mom doesn't have. They're different people. So to me, it was really, really weird for me to think that Sylar can really love his mom and love the part of him that's not him, his regular side, that much. Third, this is so weird. I was dozing in and out of the action scenes. It's like watching a Cody Rhodes wrestling match. He's trying, but I'm getting bored. I don't know why, but I got bored during the action scenes. I would just watch. My mind would doze elsewhere, and it's like a lapse. It's like I went through 10 minutes. It's like I slept for 10 minutes, and then I woke up, and I didn't sleep. I know I didn't sleep. So that was a problem. Now, if you don't want to hear any spoilers, turn it off right now. It's not really spoilers. I'm just going to explain them. Okay, what I mean by beginning, middle, end. Okay, Captain Kirk, it has 12 minutes to save the ship. He saves it. Remember, he saves all the people, but he has to die. And meanwhile, his wife's giving birth. His wife, on an escape pod who's going away to Earth. And the kid is this thug because he doesn't have a father figure in his life. He's causing trouble, fighting. And then his uncle tells him, you know what, you got to join the space fleet. He joins the space fleet. They won't let him on because he cheated during a test, a simulation. He cheated. They won't let him get on the thing. He eventually does get on. And because his best friend, who's a doctor, made him sick. And by law, the doctor has to care for every patient. So either the patient goes on the plane or the doctor doesn't, and they obviously need the doctor, so they brought him on. And then, Spock, I think, no, his uncle was captured by an enemy. Spock becomes captain, and Spock kicks Captain Kirk out of the ship. That took 1 hour. And then Captain Kirk gets on an island, meets future Spock, talks with him, gets on a thing, and goes back to the ship with a few friends. And then Captain Kirk takes control of the ship. That middle was 10 to 15 minutes long. And then for another hour, not an hour, I think I'm over-exaggerating, maybe 30 minutes, you see Captain Kirk saving the Earth. That's not a middle. You can't have that. That's not a middle. That's too short. Also, there was a girl who Captain Kirk was chasing after since the beginning of the movie, and she dates Spock at the end. What the fuck is that? At the beginning, he was chasing her, trying to learn his name. He learns her name when she's kissing Spock, and she goes, "Oh, so your name's Nyanetta." I thought that was a really bad move. If anything, I didn't want Captain Kirk to get a girl because it wouldn't make sense. But you can't give the girl to Spock. No one gets the girl. If Captain Kirk doesn't get it, no one gets it. It was really dumb. If you brought it in, then I know I wouldn't have liked it, but you have to give it to Captain Kirk. No, you give it to Spock, which made zero sense, whatever. But I liked the movie. It might not look like I did, but I really did like the movie. I thought it was cool. I just don't think it's movie of the year, which is what I've heard from so many people. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy it because it was a very good movie. I'd give it around 4 and something stars out of 5, 4 1/4 maybe. Check it out. Actually, 3 3/4. There were 4. I'll give it a flat out 4. I'm Big Red 310, and hopefully this is not my last vid. And I'm out. See you guys in a week. Peace.